Hello, kiddos. I hope your weekend was restful and peaceful. Hopefully, you also played your instrument a little bit on those days, even if it was just pulling out some of the music that you have and kind of running through that stuff, or even reviewing the lessons that you did last week. Either of those things are fine. It's always a good idea to keep playing even on the weekends. So, we're going to continue like we did last week, working on these 6-note exercises and finishing the week with a mystery piece. So remember that the way these lessons are designed, each video you do each one each day. So it seems like a lot of work to do. It's not designed for you to do all in one day. You got to play a little bit every day, and so that's why each of these videos is this way. So hopefully you already played through band warm up number 2 to get your face going and to get your brain kind of woken up. And you're probably looking at the screen and going, Mr. Noe, that says F. We're supposed to be on E. And you're right, we are supposed to be on E, except that I made a mistake on the music, and it's not going to work right. So we can't learn line E right now. So we'll have to come back to E hopefully later. But for now, we're going to move on with line F. So we're going to follow all of our standard procedures here with line F, and this one is a little bit tricky. So hopefully you'll be okay. So we're going to say our note names. We'll count it just a little bit, but you can see that the counting is pretty easy, right? So since all half notes, we'll count it one time. 1, 2, Eastman system, go. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. So you can already see from a counting standpoint, this is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. In fact, the percussion right now are probably going, oh, really? And percussion, if you want to make it a little bit more interesting for yourself, instead of playing half notes, you can do eighth notes on each one, right? You can go like 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, left. That's how I would do that. All right, so let's get on to our note names. Say your note names. If you're feeling pretty good about it, you can finger as well. Here we go. 1, 2, say your note names, go. First measure, second measure, second measure. Say your letters, everyone is a little bit different. Na, 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 na. Finger and say note names. As always with all of these short video lessons, if you feel like you need to go back and do that a second time, you can scroll back through the YouTube video a little bit and go through that step again. Now we're going to air, finger, tongue. Here we go. And 1, 2, air, finger, tongue. All right, so now we're going to play through it, and just like most of the time I tell you whenever we do a new line, after you've played it and you feel pretty good about it, you want to go back and play it 4 or 5 more times, because just because you get it right once by accident doesn't mean that you know it, doesn't mean that you really got it right? That means you got lucky one time. So when you can play it 4 or 5 times in a row correctly, then you know it. This one's not too difficult. It's a little bit tricky, but I think most of us should get this just fine. Brass, just make sure your lips are following the line. So let's go ahead and play line F now. Here we go. Line F, playing. 1, 2, playing. Just for good measure, If you did that pretty well, good. Okay, we're going to do it again. Let's do it again. So you got to do this like 4 or 5 times, right? So let's play it again. 1, 2, play it again, and ready. Try not to cheat on that last whole note. All right, try not to cheat on that last whole note. All right, one more time for good measure on the video, and then you can play it 2 or 3 more times to finish it out. Last time on the video, and then you play it a couple more times to finish it out. And 1 and 2, last time. So rewind the video if you'd like, go back and play along with me a couple more times, or just play it on your own a couple of times. Today's lesson is very important because it leads into tomorrow's lesson. So when we get into line G, you're going to see that how line G is connected to line F.